welcome back. And of course, you see already there's a little bit a different style than you normally used to on my table with my tumbling tile blocks. But today I wanted to give you a little quick look on my fall decor of 2025. And of course, I'm a maximalist, so you will see lots and lots of thrifted items, which I did change up. So I hope you are enjoying it. And of course, I hope you grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, and just enjoy it. And I hope to see you, of course, also in the next one in a new DIY. This is just for a little in between because a lot of you maybe also like to see how I did decorate it for the fall season. So, and we start my kitchen, of course, in my kitchen always. And I have on one side on my kitchen, I have my kitchen counter and with some two bar stools under it. And I did some little blanket on top, some green pillows and some ribbon and a little bit of how you call it? We call it eikeltjes. I don't know if you call it, I think you call it acorns, if I'm correctly. So I hope I say it right. And I go a little bit closer for you. I am collecting little wooden boards. You can make cookies out of it. I don't know how you call it. We call it speculaasplank in here in the Netherlands, but I don't know how you call it in English. And you see, if I'm going to come a little bit close, you see lots and lots of thrifted items I changed up because I love thrift shopping. And you see already this one also I bought in the thrift store for only €2. And I only used the back side of the clock. And this one also I took out of each other and just used it for in my decor. I have always loving candles, some little lights. This time I did it in the dark orange color, black and neutral tones. And you see, I'm a maximalist. I love lots and lots of pieces. But of course, I think it is organized. But maybe you think it's not. But I am really happy with how it is turned out. Now we're going to go to the other side of my kitchen. And you see, of course, on the other side of my kitchen, you see where the sink is and, of course, my cabinets. And I have a white kitchen. And, of course, later, when we find our dream house, I hope to get a black one. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I had white already for so long. So I'm going to go and try to do maybe then a black one. You see already, here's a maximalist at work. You see already, I have everywhere some greenery, some brown. This is just also a thrifted item find because I bought only for €1. It's similar like $1 and a little washing, yeah, how you call it? We call it a was, uh, oh, how you call it? I don't know. It slipped my mind, but I tell you in tell you in a moment. I just did some little wooden pieces on here, a couple of little pumpkins, and some greenery, and I just placed it on my wall with a little bit of tape. So you don't have to always drill some holes if you want to have some decor, because the tape for last is of course also very nice to use. So now we're going to go to the other side. So now we go from this side of the sink, we go to this side. And you see already I have lots of cutting boards. I have a big candle over there. And of course this little bird case was also a thrifted item. This salt and pepper are a thrifted decor item. And of course this one was from IKEA. You can get them in two sizes. I have here a little coffee mixer, which is also very old. And I have here some bread. And you see already this one is really soft. So if you are looking for some breads which are looking really real, then go out to Temu or AliExpress and there you find the greatest one. And if you don't like to pay it with a Temu, always do it with PayPal and then you don't have any trouble. So at least I don't have any trouble, but I hope you are not afraid to buy there, because if you make sure that your privacy is ensured, then always you can buy it there. So again, we go to a little bit further and we go to this side, and I have here my lamp with some greenery and of course some trees, and I use my trees all year round. I know some people think it's a Christmas tree, but for me it's just a simple wooden tree which is fitting for lots and lots of decor for all year round. So you see, lots and lots of thrifted items, and I hope if you're not a drifter, I hope you go over to a thrift store, give it a try, just buy something you like but you don't like the color, just go over it, spray paint it in the color you like. I hope you give it a try because you will be amazed how it will turn out. So now we go from my kitchen side to my dining area. Of course, it's not a big area. Don't think it will be a big area because here in the Netherlands, the houses are not that big. You see already, I have my little light wooded table. And of course, I did got some new chairs in the black color. I did had gray, but now I have them in the black color. And of course, what I mean with a little bit of organized, I always have my pieces inside of a tray. So this way I keep it organized and I can still be a maximalist because I love putting things in my tray. I show it to you now a little bit closer. So on my tray I have a vase I bought with in the store here in the Netherlands. Is the Action. I spray painted in the black color. I did some greenery, what I always do because I like greenery and things are coming back through my whole house. So everything is fitting nicely together. I hope you know what I mean. So I connect everything with each other. So everywhere I buy lots and lots of pieces of one piece, always cheap, because I like, and then it gives a nice high-end look because everything is cohesing with each other. So I have here now some greenery inside, some corn. I have some pieces from IKEA inside. I have some little pumpkins in the orange color. Also, I have my wooden tree, and of course I have a little black car, and he was in the wood color, also found in the thrift store, spray painted black. And I did a little bit of a little sign on top. It's 1680 on top of there. And of course I have some little closures over here, some pieces from a play, and you see two couple of little figurines, and I show it to you a little bit better. Maybe you don't see them really well. They are really under their head and they are also drifted. And again, you find them over here. And this is what I have in my tray. Very simple. You can place in your tray anything you like, just what you collect. And that, then with the greenery and with all the pieces, it will be one piece together. So, and from my dining area, I'm going to go to my bigger dresser on the left because on the top I always decorate also for every season. And here you see the top of the dresser. I know it looks a little bit strange because I'm standing on on a chair and I don't hope to fall off. But you see already the flower pots are already drifted also for only €1. And the clock I did got for my son, and he is already years and years old. So I always place on the back side two black pillows to give it a little bit of color. I did buy a book with TK Maxx. You have TJ Maxx, and here we have TK Maxx. Some candles, and of course two little figurines and my greenery. You know, what would I do without my greenery? So this is what I have on top, and of course I think it's also a little bit a lot on my cake, but I love it. So now we go to my TV area. So we go from my dresser, we go to my TV area, and you see already I have my wicker baskets on here, and they were officially laundry baskets, but I already have them for years under my TV because they have the great height, because I have my TV on the wall and we like watching movies. So the TV is very big, so that's why I always decorate it on this set. And you see already I have my trays, I have some wooden little sheeps under here, and I think they can also be very nice for the fall season. I have here my greenery, my pumpkins, and of course my little figurines and the little candle from IKEA. And of course the scissor on the back side is of course drifted, like a lot of pieces are. So I am really in love how this is turned out because there's not a lot of possibilities what you can do under here. So I took my chance, and of course I didn't need to decorate it. So now we go from my TV area to my sitting area, and you see already this is in a view my sitting area. I show it to you a little bit better this way, and of course the lighting is not too great because I showed you a little bit closer. First, I have, of course, three couches, and they are still in the gray. I want to have three black ones, but that will be, of course, when we find our new home, and we're still searching. I know a lot of people are always so friendly to ask if I found my dream house already, but in every country, I think there's the same problem. Houses are very difficult to get, and of course, we have our own house here. Of course, we can easily sell it, but and find a new house is really difficult. But I think a lot of people are struggling, and I am really sorry, especially for the young people who are hoping on a house. So we have a house, but we are still hoping, especially for the young people, that they find their dream house also. So we have to wait a little bit. So, but on the table, you see already my same little tray, and I showed you a little bit closer. So on this tray, I also have my thrifted vase I painted. Of course, I have some trees, some closure with my, or some spools with my thread around it, and I just did the thread I like. You can do any color you like. Of course, I always have on the corner my Yankee candle in different smells because I like the scent of the Yankee candle. This one is from TK Maxx, and of course you call it TJ Maxx. I have here my little books series with, of course, I collect Bibles, and especially Bibles in English, the Holy Bible. Of course, it's not everyone's cup of tea because I like it, especially the older one. I have them already from 1900, so I am really collect them because I love them to have them around, and especially also the things which did belong to my parents and of course the parents of my husband. So we have a lot of memory items always in our home. So this is my tray. So, and I have to film it this way because, or else you don't see anything because the windows are behind it. You see already in between two couches, I have a little table and of course my, what I call my fireplace. I know it is not a real fireplace, but hopefully it will. That's always a dream for me. So you see, I have my fireplace over here and my little reindeer on top. You see that in a moment. But for now, you see my little table with, of course, also some greenery on top, some candles, and I have some flutes. I collect them, the wooden pieces, the older one, and of course my pocket watch, an old clock I took out of each other and just placed the backside. I have here some pieces, some older photo cameras. I got them from my brother. He does collect them, so I got a couple of them, and they are very meaningful for me. So I place them over here. So you see, with a couple of pieces, you always make your own little display, and it's so easy to do. And now I show you what I have on top of my fireplace. So I'm going to go up, and of course the coloring is a little bit dark, but just imagine I always have some lights on top of here, some greenery, some pumpkins, and of course some beads are hanging around. And I have here my reindeer on top. He is hanging here already also for years. Two trees on the side, and I like the little flashing lights, especially at night. So now I'm going to go down again so you see a little bit better. So from this side of the room, you see, of course, my couches, my pillows in the green color. I keep it neutral. And I have here my black lamp on the back side. And of course, he was not black. I did spray paint in black. It's just a simple lamp from IKEA from only a couple of euros, similar like dollars. And you can spray paint it and you have your own a nice black lamp. So you don't have to pay a lot of money. So now we're going to go beside my how you call it, pantry. I think you call it a pantry, at least where I keep all my things I buy out of my grocery store. So you see on the right, you see all the wooden boxes I collected together, and I have them also already for years. They are two sets of three, and my husband did hang them together, so I have little openings to decorate. I show it to you a little bit closer. So, and here you see the boxes I'm going to get in front of them. I have two metal cans, and of course I have them also for years. If you would scrape around the paint, you would see so many different colors I already did have. So I painted them already a couple of times. I have here, of course, my clock, which is thrifted also. My wooden books are thrifted, my Bibles. And here in the Netherlands, we get the Bibles for free in the thrift store most of the time. Because, here in the Netherlands, a lot of places are really Christian places. So the Bibles are most of the time for free. So I now will go a little over here. And I have some simple little metal box, some little reed on the side. I have some corn on the top. Again, some books over here. And you see the same metal can already also I have for years. And this one also. And I like the clock even when I have it already for years. And the little metal star I also found recently in a thrift store, and I did kept it this way. I was thinking of coloring it, but when I did get the dust off, I really liked how the color was right now. So now we do the little wall in between my um, kitchen and of course my living room. So you see on the wall beside my kitchen, of course I have always my big clock from Riverdale. I think they are now failliet. I don't know how you call it in English. I think failliet. At least the store doesn't exist anymore. At least the brand doesn't exist anymore. I have here my little wooden plank, and I decorate it with my wooden star. I also have for years a little hammer, and of course some a pocket watch, and some wooden house, and some simple sign. And I always have my little wooden ladder under here, and I do a simple black plate, yeah, how you call it also a plate, and yeah, you call it a throw. I hope I say it right. This two pieces on the side I also did find in the thrift store. I don't know what it are, but I hope I can show it to you right now. You can even get it off, and I don't know what it is. I really have no idea, but I just liked it, so that's why I bought it. So that's why I find always crazy things. Maybe you know what it is. I really have no idea. So now we do my hallway, and you see already the hallway is a small hallway. I have here a little dresser from IKEA. You use it normally, I think, with your if you have some office space you can use it for, but I use it for all my shoes inside, because I don't like when I have all my shoes on the floor, so I always have it in a dresser, so I find it very nice to do it over here. Of course, on top I have my tray, I have my vase, some greenery, and you see everything is coming back every time. I have here my metal horse, which is drifted also, and I decorate it everywhere in my home. And you see, I have here this little wooden car, and of course also drifted. And I am really loving little things. So I can't say it enough. I really hope you give drifting a try. So I hope you enjoy this little tour of my fall. And of course, let me know in the comments if you like the maximalist or not. But of course, I totally understand if you don't like it. So I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.